Your phone is stealing focus away from you even when you're not using it. So University of UT Austin, they did an experiment on 800 people, right? They divided them into 3 separate groups. So group number 1, they had their phone face down on the table. Group number 2 had their phones in their pockets or in a bag somewhere, and group number 3 had their phones in another room, right? And then they gave them some reasoning tasks and exam, like reasoning questions to do. And the people in the that had their phones in the other room, they actually won across the board, right? So what that explains is that when you have your phone with you, even though you're not using it, your brain is constantly burning some amount of willpower to ignore the phone. Let's say, so the key takeaway is, next time you're working on a focused task, put your phone in the other room. Even if you shut it down and put it somewhere in your bag or somewhere that's out of sight, that still works. But putting your phone with you and trying to work on challenging tasks, your brain, a little part of the brain, is still burning willpower to avoid looking at the phone, because these are our dopamine centers now. Our entire lives is on our phone. Like, even wherever you go, you have n number of things that you have to do on your phone. So ignoring it becomes quite a bit of a pain, and most of the time you might feel like that you have so many notifications coming in, something important might come up. Remember, like, if you're doing your best work and you're constantly being distracted, or even if you're putting, like, let's say 2% less of your brain on this topic, like, that can change your life. That thing compounds. So that 2% less today leads to 2% less tomorrow, and later down the line, the person who's not doing this will be so much more farther ahead than the person who is constantly on their phone. And there's also this myth called multitasking. So Gary Keller, in his book The One Thing, he says that humans literally can't multitask, doing 2 important things at once. One of the thing has to go into autopilot for you to focus on the other thing, right? And even then your focus is split and you're not doing any one of the thing at the best of your abilities. And there is a whole context switching thing that happens even with LLM. So whenever you switch tasks and you switch context, your brain has to organize the entire information, and there's a lag. And if you keep on switching context and if you keep on switching tasks, your brain has to do the work that the other person who's not using their phone or is not constantly distracted doesn't have to, right? And this is the thing that I struggle with the most personally. So the key takeaway is, right, focus on the one thing and try to keep your phone away when you're working, and shut down, possibly in another room or in a drawer somewhere. And if there is something important, tell them to Slack you, send them a message, like, because if you're working on your laptop, you can get your Slack messages, right? And you can respond to them like that. And if something is important, you would know. Like, if a bomb is to go off somewhere, you would know. And if something big happens, people around you will tell you. So remember, it's not that deep. And yeah, that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys tomorrow.